couple of days with technological advances for minimal. In the boots.
Let's hear it for the starting five at the point guard.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight. The clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening line. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebound, Minnesota. And here is McDaniel. Towns for three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Towns has one of the best three-point strokes of any big man in the league.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Edwards against Oubre. Edwards can't hit. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a three-point game. Oubre passes to Lowry. That one rolling around and rims out. Conley surveying the D. For three, Edwards. McDaniels stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. And here we go. Harris heading to the hoop.
He was not going to settle on that play. Harris works his way inside and does a good job of drawing the foul.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That's good from Harris. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Two shots.
And Harris drops them both.
And when you look at the moves that Embiid has in the mid-range, he moves like a guard out there.
He studies film of Kobe and Jordan. Look, it shows up when you watch his footwork. It's amazing to see someone his size move so fluid.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
It's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
It's Edwards on the wing. There's the drive, and good! There's another.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. Now, Lowry. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Oubre with it. Working on McDaniels. Oubre can't get it to go.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Edwards, that's good.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Lowry. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gobert against Embiid. Maxey on the wing. And the wing jumper offline.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards. From about 19 feet, Edwards with another miss.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Maxey against Edwards. Pass to Lowry. Takes it from 10. Reid with the block. Here's Edwards. Maxey grabs the miss.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Embiid against Gobert. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Embiid against Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Embiid inside, and the layup is good.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Richard, the year before you entered the league in 2001, the Sixers made the NBA Finals and haven't since.
Yeah, I just love watching Allen Iverson that season. Won the MVP, averaged 31 points per game, almost 20 more points than any of his teammates. He was the offensive firepower every single night.
And the basket by Embiid.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here is Conley. Nothing on the board. The dish to Edwards. Over Maxey. Edwards can't hit. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oubre passes to Maxey. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Buddy Hield comes in for Kelly Oubre, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Timberwolves also. Oh my goodness, the slam!
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The 76ers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Hield from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
To the middle, here's Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Your Sixers, 14. The Timberwolves, 14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
In at the guard spots, Maxey and Melton. Hield is out there with Batum, and it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Beyond the arc, and Maxey with the basket on the assist by Hield. Maxey's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. The Timberwolves shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Hield. Edwards, he got it again! Sensational!
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise. Hield outside. That's 3-pointers off the mark. To the right side. Edwards inside. He's covered by Maxey. Edwards with another miss. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Maxey against Morris. Maxey looking it over. It's Reed, top of the key. And the dunk by Reed.
Heads up on the money pass by Maxey. Great vision.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. To the paint, here's Edwards. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Gotta applaud the
Minnesota foul. Anthony Edwards. That's his first.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
Team foul.
Gobert checked in for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
Conley now comes in for Morris. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. For the Sixers, it's championship or bust. Joel Embiid said there's nothing to be happy about just getting to the conference finals or the finals. You got to win the whole thing. That's the goal. And every single day, it's just trying to find ways to make that happen. Back to you.
Yep, all or nothing. David, thank you. Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. Good on the baseline, Jay. Edwards got 4 this quarter. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Oubre outside. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Healed against Edwards. Put it down! Wow!
my gracious way to get up.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Maxey passes to Batum. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. The starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Out to Edwards. Back to Anderson. Shot on the wing. And there's Edwards on the assist by Anderson. Edwards got the game tied up here for Minnesota. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Reed. Tobias Harris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Buddy Hield. Timberwolves also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. The pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
And I understand that people might not realize this, but he's 6'7". You cannot forget about his bounce because he's got some.
Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Towns with the bucket.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Puts up a 3. Maxey, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Maxey. Towns in the corner. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
1:21 left in the first half. Lowry kicks to Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And Richard, with Joel Embiid, his combination of physical dominance and skill it's almost unfair.
Yeah, he's a 300-pound guy with the agility of a wing. That is not fun to guard. He can bully you or beat you with finesse. There's really no weakness in his game, Greg.
Connects from three-point range.
For three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Lowry. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
And that's what makes Lowry a great forward. Just unselfish in his attitude and great awareness of how to keep his teammates involved. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Moore's checked in. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here's Conley outside. And another three for Minnesota.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The 76ers trail by 9. Now here's Embiid. 23 points for him the last game against Miami.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
And he trains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
30 seconds.
Hey, everybody, you look at the Timberwolves, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
And now let's focus on our game. A strong first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They've had that ball hopping, keeping the defense scrambling.
And we're not talking eggs here, folks. Thanks for joining us. Now,
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Minnesota, Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Up top, Embiid. Back to Maxey. 6 to shoot. A floater, and it's good. 2 points. Maxey's got 9.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Down low. Here's Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment here to check out some of the stats for Maxey. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Embiid, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. He kicks it to Conley. Five to shoot. Has to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Conley gets the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The 76ers trail by 13. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Harris. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
First team foul. Timeout call for Philadelphia. Get loud, man. On the court is your hype squad.
Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at Minnesota. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey's 6 a.m. workouts give him an edge. His motto, I prepare in front of nobody to perform in front of thousands. He says he's done 3 workouts before someone else even opens their eyes to prepare to work out. He said, I feel like that creates a psychological advantage when I step on the court. I have no reason to fear anybody. Kevin?
No reason at all. Hey, thanks, D.A. Inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Outside, Maxey. That 3 off the mark. Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 29 points for Anthony Edwards.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. There's the pass to Embiid. Shot from the top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards got 31 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Lowry. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Embiid throws it down.
That's a big target for some alley-oops. Embiid using that size.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Conley for 3, Edwards. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. 1 fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Oubre, no one around him. Traps in the tray. Oubre's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Passes it to Conley. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Over Maxey. Edwards can't hit. The 76ers trail by 14. Lowry passes to Harris. Over Towns. And the rejection by Towns. Edwards inside. Covered by Oubre. And there's Edwards on the assist by Conley.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
1:46 left to play in the third. Timeout called the 76ers. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This timeout gives them a chance to strategize because whatever the game plan they have, it's not working.
Reed is checked in for Philadelphia. Hield comes in for Kyle Lowry. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 16. Outside Conley. To the inside. Alexander-Walker passes to Reed. That's a 2 from Towns. And it's Reed pulling it down. 76ers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And the call is going to be, yes it is, an illegal screen.
Timberwolves ball.
And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Conley kicks to Towns. Launches it. And it's Michael Conley with a 3. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Maxey, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 19, looking to end his cold spell, and Maxey puts it in. Maxey's got 11.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
Maxey against Conley. Outside, Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Maxey against Conley. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Back to Conley. Trains the three-pointer.
Conley.
He's got 11.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so it's Minnesota controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page, woo.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Reed out there with Batum. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Payne at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Reed with it. Back to Payne. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Edwards, that's good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Payne dishes to Reed. Can't get it to fall. Timberwolves leading by 22. Outside Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other. And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That one goes in. Edwards got 39.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Hield outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
For Minnesota, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. 16 feet away. Rebound by the 76ers. And here is Hield. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Morris passes to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Now we know, Richard, you've made your stance on shortening the NBA season very clear. Are you still opposed to the idea?
I am so opposed to it. When you think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, you think about the travel that these guys had to do, and they still played 82 games. They weren't sitting in first-class seats. And now, fast forward 40, 50 years, players can't do that or they want to shorten the game. I'm sorry. Stick with the history.
Edwards drawing the double team. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Assisted by
Edwards got 43 points.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Payne finds Hield. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Minnesota leading by 22. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And he makes good on the layup.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got 45 points.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
The pass to Reed. Now here's Payne. Tight defense on him.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Payne can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Morris passes to Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The 76ers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Passes to Reed. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We are looking around the NBA, Greg. It feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Batum. Tobias Harris comes in for Hield. Axie's checked in for Melton. And it's Lowry in for Cameron Payne.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D.
Good work following the miss. You can't overlook the rebounding ability of Harris.
From past the arc, McLaughlin no good. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Harris dishes to Lowry. To the paint, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Alexander Walker. McLaughlin, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now Lowry. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.